Hey everyone, welcome back. Now it's been quite a while since I've uploaded a video, so bit of an apology on that. And but with that, been doing some steady work on the Kodak Hauler, which this is now I believe update 3 of the series. Now, in front of you here got the truck, but before we get to that, I'd just like to show that got the car. The car's now officially done, which turned out quite nicely. Though the only thing about this that isn't complete on it is that that I haven't got the drive shaft installed yet. So I'm pretty much going to work on that later on, but overall, the car turned out really nicely. Of course, I mentioned not too long ago that there we go, better light. So did mention a little while ago that the couldn't exactly get the body to sit right on the frame, so did a little bit of wiggling around. Still doesn't fit exactly right, but overall it's okay for now. So this is pretty much all together. And now going on to the truck. Now you can see here I got some of the decals on, which does officially mean that I am going to get started on the trailer here fairly soon hopefully in the next update video of this, as I did bring the instructions out, as well as the decal sheet for the truck cab. So it's currently sitting in partial assembly stage, so pretty much just test fitting everything. So like I got the sidings done, which right here was a part where I had clamped onto paint, which I'm not going to touch that up, as you're not going to see that when everything's put back together. And then we get out to the front here. Things have become a little undone since I had everything prepped for video. So got the front bumper here, which is going to be painted in a semi-gloss black to match the rest of the truck. So just put that in the pile there for now. Got the hood here, which with the grill separately for now, as whatever it is that I'm probably going to have to trim these tabs off and possibly file down on the hinge mechanism itself, as when I have everything together, the hood doesn't exact the hood is catching on something, or the grill is catching on something and doesn't exactly go over nicely. So gonna have to trim that a bit. Plus, let's see here if I can get the bumper back on. With the bumper on, the hood actually doesn't clear it, or the grill shell doesn't exactly clear the hood, so it's quite a stiff fit, and most likely will end up risking chipping the paint when it comes time to put everything together. So gonna be working on that. And then of course I was thinking maybe it was something with the radiator support. So did cut that off. So that's gonna get put back together when I figure everything out. Then did have the engine. Now I do have the engine in, so gives me a bit of a reference to know where everything should line up and all that good stuff. Put that out of the way. So there's pretty much that, and then moving on to a bit of the body work actually. So another siding, another piece of the siding. Let's see here. Put this right here for now. Went ahead and got the cab and sleeper pretty much partially together. Like, did get did paint up the gasket around the sunroof, which I'll put that, which I have to the side for now, so get that put on when I get around to it. And then, of course, painting up the interior. Got the dashboard right here so that I can know where that is, and then plus detail everything up individually. And then got the interior panels here, which originally when I painted it, it was the one side here was all gray, but didn't realize this was actually part of the exterior that's going to be seen. So masked everything off and repainted it, and did a little bit of paint touch up around the sides. So that'll go on. And then when I was putting everything together on the passenger side here, did have a little bit of a problem with this, that the beam across here snapped, so had to re-glue that and get that everything put back together. And then of course got the mirrors put in, did the trim around the windows. Now, one thing that I actually did on this that's a bit of a personal touch is the addition of actual carpeted floors, which originally started off as part of some pieces of a fur rug that I had, which this here that that took took from took from that, which was originally going to be for something else, but never got around to doing it. So figured do some carpeting, as don't really as I don't exactly have any other supplies to do carpeted floors, but figured this would be good for that hard that tough carpet that you get in, like, say, like apartments and such. So figured paint it up in a stone gray. Then pretty much have that on the floor, and was debating about doing the full length, but considering with the bed itself covering it, it would be rather pointless to do the rest of the flooring and carpet. So pretty much that. Now, not really, don't really care that much if this is accurate to the real truck. So pretty much just going on my own accord on what I'd like. So yeah, so pretty much just took this and mixed up some gray paint and just was essentially dry brushing this on. So still has the fur texture to it, but of course, instead of what used to be white is a nice dark gray. So that'll end up saying like so. So, there's that. And haven't finished up yet, but with the interior of the truck, what I'm actually looking at doing is painting the interior of the cab, as the actual interior tub only goes part way, so figured might as well detail the rest of this to make it look more presentable, despite the fact you're never actually going to be seeing it from the underside. So, so pretty much that. Let's here put that to the side for now. And then got the frame. Then of course the framework here have the side accessories on, like battery box, tank one of the tank straps. So going to get the other one glued on. So going to get those together, and then of course got the oil filters right here. So going to get a bunch of these smaller detail things dealt with, and then eventually get everything dealt with, and eventually get everything put back together. So still a lot of work to get done, but it's to a point where it's not going to be a huge amount left to do. So yeah, everything's coming along quite nicely. So yeah, I believe that will be it for this video, and thanks for watching, and see you next time.